Oh, so I think we got cut off in the recording. This maybe needs to be a two-part thing. So we'll say this is our team. So this is our information warfare team. So they're stuck in a bunker somewhere as well, being assailed by various morons. But because they're a unit, so they're an organised minority in Parvenia's terms, they haven't been taken off the map. So they're sitting here and they can go at their leisure and just investigate this thing. So we've got first points of movement. Blackpool is picking apart and they're saying, oh yes, okay, we can't deport people. So that's first step. So Birmingham is admitting that central government patronage money is deliberately keeping this stuff here. So you take that bit out, some of these people leave, right? There's no food, sorry, we're not going to give you anything, please piss off. And they leave organically. So that's a straightforward thing. You don't even need political power, by the way, really. All these kind of patronage networks should already be smashed up in many cases. They're already corruptly run. If you audit these kind of stuff, I'm sure you get all kinds of stuff coming back. But anyway, we're joint projects, so they can have a look at that. I'm not returning physically to Birmingham after they're attacking the auditors. Good luck with that. But again, because of time of recording, so we're now, 20th of August, nearly 6 in the evening. So we've sat down, got up this morning, started working on various things. So we've covered getting more equipment purchases, working out various defensive matters, connecting with colleagues, thinking about doctor stuff next month, all that kind of stuff. We can now perhaps organise getting in touch with either people engaged in defence again and unlocking the money siphons a bit more, and we can then go back into next week going straight back into their faces. So as I was saying to a colleague last Sunday, the benefit of being in the city, aside from having competent doctors, is just the general compared to Birmingham, when you just get sucked down into a black hole of misery, whereas up here the mood is more upbeat regardless of circumstance, because there is generally a feeling we can hold on. So at the moment, again for the recording, the only thing Birmingham is doing is creating this sort of silly woman who sits there hovering in midair, tries to prevent anyone in the city actually contacting me. She's been relatively successful so far, but again the absurdity is reaching this kind of level. So out in the street, these exciting theatre performances as doing all kinds of dances. But in Birmingham, they are currently avoiding effectively Waco. So one of the policy proposals you could have in terms of defence is, you want to have a really big migration draw. So a lot of these people leave. Then again, surround the city with British military assets and send a message to the people who tried this power grab in Birmingham, drive this thing up to the front of the council house, pardon me, so real life version of this, so take a British tank and mock it up like that. So get the political tactics are ones that your followers enjoy, is the Alinskyite tactic. So you take a British military asset, second hand, whatever you want, paint it up as you wish, but drive it to the council house and just drive in through the front doors and just pump it full of smoke. So you fumigate the place and just leave John Cotton inside. He's the only guy inside. If he makes it out alive, then it's like the old sort of witch burning thing. We let him carry on. If he dies, oh well, he dies. I mean, given what he's done to the city, I think that's fair. It's funny. It's a very British way to execute people. He deserves it. I doubt anybody looking at the case history of the guy like that would disagree. And it'll set the precedent that their court officers can behave sensibly in terms of this kind of thing. They can pass the psychosis screenings, but with the magic of transference, you can transfer all of your rage into people who deserve it. The clinical literature tells you to do this. It's just that in my case it is the city of Birmingham. So just a proposal for Henry Bolton if he's interested in Prussian dolls.